everyone, my name is Roya, and today I am coming to you with my August wrap-up part 1. I almost totally forgot what month it is, again, as usual. So anyway, these are the books that I read in the first half of August, and there are 5 of them, again, thankfully. I'm a little bit back to my normal reading pace-ish. I guess we'll just see if this continues or not. So the first book that I read in the month of August is the Copywriters Handbook by Robert W. Bly. This is a Copywriters Handbook. I got it from the library, and it kind of just goes through the basics of copywriting that also has a lot of tips that are advanced as well. It's not totally like, what is a blah-de-blah, but it kind of just goes through like how to make your headlines better, how to make this and that better. The one thing that I think is kind of funny about it is that it's really dated, so a lot of the examples, like a lot more of the examples than I normally see, were kind of just about letters and print ads and whatnot, which the same principles apply, so it was still useful to read, but for the first like half of the book, any examples that are used for any different things had to do with entirely with print materials. Even though this is like the 3rd edition and it has been changed to add more online stuff, I still felt like it was hella dated. But anyway, it was still really good, and it really helped me kind of jumpstart my my copywriting, writing samples that I'm trying to get done so that I can have a website and all of that. The next book that I read was The Book of the Law by Aleister Crowley. Why? I don't know. I just wanted to. So this book is like super duper short. I read the vast majority of it in like one sitting. It's like 50 pages or less. I don't remember. But I read it on an ebook and it goes by pretty gosh darn quick. But anyway, there were definitely some times where like the writing is so flowery that you kind of have to reread a paragraph like multiple times to even have a clue what he's talking about. But obviously, since I did read one of his books earlier this year, I kind of expected that. I sort of knew how to expect what to expect. Next, I read Lobizona by Romina Garber. This, I actually do have a full review video up of this, so you can check that out for more of my thoughts. But this is about a girl who is an undocumented Argentinian immigrant in the United States, and she and her mother have been kind of struggling to make their way, and basically it turns out that she has some paranormal stuff going on with her and all of that. So it is a really good book. I absolutely loved it the whole way through. The pacing is so good, and I highly recommend this book. So again, full video review linked down below. Go check it out. Then I read A Wicked Magic by Sasha Lawrence. This is a book about these 3 teenage girls who basically end up dabbling in some magic and fucking with stuff that they shouldn't have fucked with, because that's kind of how that works. But anyway, I enjoyed this book, but I felt like the whole magic portion of it and everything that goes on with that was like super vague and basically had no clearly defined limits, and that ended up making it super convenient and like really meh. And so I was kind of hoping that it would be more of like a teen witch type of book, the type of thing that I read when I was in high school and all that stuff, but it totally isn't at all. It's entirely paranormal. It has nothing to do with like pagan stuff at all whatsoever. So if you're looking for like a teen witch book, this is probably not the book you want to read for that. But basically what did make it really good is that the characters go through a lot of stuff. They are struggling with like stuff throughout their lives, and 2 of them are best friends, and they actually had something really bad happen because of all the magic that they're doing. And so for most of this book, they've broken up as friends. Like they totally had a friendship breakup, and then they have to like kind of figure out where they stand from there and all of that. And so all of that was really interesting. The 3rd girl in it is actually the most interesting character to me. I thought that the whole book could have just been about her, and it would have been really good still. But and yeah, also I felt like the villain and the villains in the story were super blah and like just kind of cardboard cutout villains, and we really did not get to know them at all whatsoever. So really the book is like entirely about like it could have just not had the magic portion of it, and it could have been like basically the same. But anyway, I did enjoy this book. I just don't think it was necessarily the best one that I read this month. It was kind of just all right, but overall not bad. And finally, Raybearer by Jordan Ifueko. This is so good. This is about a girl who is made to be part of the Emperor's Son's council, where like each council member actually is protecting him from a certain type of way that he could die, but each of them could still kill him. So basically the solution is to get your council together while they're still children and all of that, so that they would never do that. But so she ends up being one of these council members to the Emperor's son, who is still, you know, young, and he's getting his council together, all of that. And then but she was actually sent there by her mother to kill him, and she doesn't want to, but her mother actually is compelling her like magically to do it, and she basically has to fight that the whole time because she does not want to kill basically her best friend. So it's super fascinating. This whole story is super unique and really interesting, and the pacing is also really, really good. So anyway, those are the books that I read in the first half of August. These are all really good, pretty good reads. I had a really good reading month. But anyway, let me know what, if you've read any of these, what your thoughts are, any of that, and I will see you very soon with a new video. Bye!